Hey, we are here at the Hit Tracks cage in Dick's Sporting Goods, where I'm going to be talking to some USA softball players. I'm your host, AJ Andrews, and we are live from the cage. We are getting the questions that you all wanted to know answered right here, right now, by these three amazing USA softball players, Kat Osterman, Haylie McCleney, and Aubree Munro. Kat, I'm starting with you. The first question is, what is the hardest pitch to throw and why?
This is a good one. I think the hardest pitch to throw is a rise ball. It's just the hardest to get perfect, to master, to get it to move correctly and control where you want it to go.
Next question is for you, Haylie. This is a hard-hitting question, but the one everyone wants to know. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How do you catch literally everything?
For me, defense is just always something that I've taken so much pride in. I just love running after balls. I love diving. I love running into the wall. It's just so much fun for me, and I think that you can see that in the way that I play.
Aubree, next question is for you. How hard is it catching pitchers like Osterman and Abbott?
It's actually a lot easier than you think because the ball goes where it's supposed to go.
Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. Thank you guys so much for answering. We now just had an opportunity to find out how the best of the best became that. I asked some of the USA softball players to go around the store and pick out their favorite items that they keep in their bat bag. Aubree, it is time to see the swag that's in your bag.
All right. Well, we have to start with the Slugger LXT. The Slugger team has really given us free reign, and it's been awesome to develop it over the last few years. So this is a prized possession at this point.
Oh, okay, let me hold it with care.
So this is actually my model, the 82000 AM1 catcher's mitt. It's got all the goods, the dimpled leather, the snake skin, blonde with a pop of color, which is very me, and that's pretty much my style with all my gloves. This is the glove I'm using at the Olympics, and I am so excited about it.
And not only does this look good, but the woman on the tag makes it look even better.
So I also have my scrunchies to put my hair up in my high pony because I rock the same hairstyle every game.
It's the power pony. Thank you so much for showing me the swag in your bag.
Thank you.
Haylie, let's see, girl.
What is up, AJ? I got so much stuff. Do you want to mind holding all this for me?
I'm ready to hold anything you need.
I'm hydrated right now.
So she stays hydrated. She has to use this to bat, lead off, and then we have batting gloves. Ooh, red, white, and blue. Cleats, because, you need those to run. A glove. Is that it? What's the swag you keep in your bag?
We will start with the ever important. Gotta have a ball.
Gotta have a ball. If you're missing balls, check your pitcher's bag.
I always have my Wilson glove. Left-handed. I've been using Wilson since 2007. I really just like the feel of it, how it feels in my hand. Defensively, when I have to feel balls, I trust my glove. So that's always in there. The ball's usually in the glove to keep the form. Cleats, Under Armour. I've been wearing them since 2007 as well. Just comfy. They're sturdy, lightweight in my opinion. I've enjoyed throwing in those cleats for a long time. I always have an elbow brace. So slide it on. It protects the inside of my elbow. And then last but not least, always have sunscreen in my bag. Got to protect the face, got to protect
the money maker
from sunlight.
This protects it, and this protects it.
There you go.
We found out more about the athletes outside the cage. Now it's time to go inside and see them in action. I have the Haylie McCleney next to me, and she's going to be talking about how it is that she's so successful and consistent when she steps up to the plate.
My routine is actually something that I think is probably one of my signature things that happens when I get into the box. So I always put my left foot in first. I look at my bat. I kind of look down at the ground. I take a really deep breath just to get everything nice and slow and controlled. So it's up, it's down, and then I like to touch home plate. Really is my way of saying hey pitcher, this is my plate, not yours. I go out a little bit more, and then I like to point my bat to center field. Really, it's just a reminder I want to work up the middle.
You're swinging at pitches you shouldn't be swinging at. How do you reset?
When that pitcher starts her windup, I like to get my front foot down a lot earlier. That way I'm in a position where if something's coming in hard on the inside corner, I can get to that. If it's an off speed, I have more time. You know what I mean? I'm not losing my stack. I am firm. I'm in this box. This is my box. This is my plate. I'm protecting anything inside, outside, off speed, whatever you got for me. I'm ready for it.
Can I see that swing?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Deep breath. the point, and boom.
I'm owning the middle of this field.
Yes. Bop.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
All right, Haylie McCleney, it's time for some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Absolutely, let's go.
Okay, home run or web gem?
Web gem,
Dive or slide?
dive,
Cat and dog?
dog.
Aubree, there's so many things that make you an amazing catcher, but the first thing I want to ask you is how can you frame the ball so perfectly in order to make everything look like the best strike we've ever seen? Let's see how you make magic behind the plate.
All right, let's do it.
Inside.
And I want to try and get under it like that.
Okay.
Go
Same
again
pitch.
inside. There. And I'm trying to make my movements really quiet. It's way out. I'm not trying to fool an umpire. I'm just trying to make a pitch look a little bit better. So I'm probably just going to let that one go and then really stick the one that's close.
As a catcher, you get to see the entire field. What would you say is the biggest job or most important job for a catcher when you are behind the plate?
Our job is to be selfless. Our job is to be there for everybody else. And so whether I just had a great at bat or I just struck out with bases loaded, we all know that feeling is the worst. And if I can come out and still have a good presence and good body language, I think that helps kind of reset and set the tone for the next inning.
Thank you so much for sharing your tips and tricks on being an amazing catcher.
Thanks, AJ.
Kat, when we talk about spin on a drop ball and making the best pitch with that pitch, how do you perfect the drop ball so well?
You always want it spinning down away from you. So kind of if you have a clock, we're going 12-6 down as opposed to at me. And I create that spin by making sure that my fingers are always on the horseshoe. So when I say fingers though, it's fingertips and it's not whole fingers on the ball.
Okay.
So you want as much pressure on your fingertips as possible. If you have smaller hands, 4 fingers is also fine, as I'm known for my big hand size, so I'll go 3 fingers. But the biggest thing is a lot of people will confuse is when you get down to release point. So we want to make sure we get here, and instead of pushing, I really want this whip to be my fingers coming out, almost like you were going to be pulling the old magic tricks, like the tablecloth out from under the dishes. I'm going to get midline of my body and really feel, yep, and then feel you got some fingers, you're going to feel those fingers pull out from under to get the spin tighter down as opposed to just pushing to where it's not going to be as fast.
All right, Kat, it is time for some rapid fire questions. Okay,
Bring
first one, who is the best batter that you faced?
Hands down, Crystal Bustos.
Nachos or hot dogs?
Nachos with jalapenos. Extra jalapenos.
Ooh. Rock or rap?
Rock, classic rock all day. Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm 38. It's the old school.
You look 28.
I'll take it.
The sunscreen.
There you go.
Kat, thank you so much for joining me for Rapid Fire.
Thank you.
I hope you guys had fun and learned a lot. Thanks for tuning in to Live from the Cage.